Hello friends, and welcome back to the Butler Blue Vlog. We have a treat for you guys today. It's no secret that Trip here loves social media, right? He loves the Twitter, he loves Facebook, he loves Snapchat, but almost probably his number one might be Instagram. So we have a whole series of vlog ideas for you, and we're gonna show you some of the best spots on campus to take some Instagrams. So for the first one, we're gonna keep it real basic. It's a beautiful day, beautiful early May day. We're outside. We're gonna show you the top 10 kind of the no-brainers or the obvious Instagram spots for you to come on campus. So if it's your first time you're visiting, it's your first year, these are the top 10 you need to take to make your Instagram look fire. So where are we? Where are we at, Michael?
Campus Mall, the BU sculpture to be exact on the
Great
Campus
place
Mall.
to start.
Yes, so this used to be a road. This used to be Clarendon Road. Used to cut all the way through campus. And in the mid-90s, they vacated the road and took it out and made a campus mall to make this less of a commuter campus and more of a residential campus. And I must say they've done a beautiful job. Nice. And when they did that, they installed this BU sculpture. And I believe it might have been a class gift around that era, but I couldn't tell you which class.
Yeah, there's no plaque.
Paid for this. But it's a cool sculpture. I don't even know who the artist was or anything like that. I guess we should have done some research. But it's cool nonetheless. And you're right, it is a fire Instagram spot on campus.
Three fire emojis, right here, and here. Three fire emojis.
Three fire emojis. I mean, this is an automatic. This is a go-to. It's a great place to start.
Trip's gonna eat grass all day, just so you all know.
Yeah, Trip. We have people that do that. You don't need to cut the grass.
If you're basic, you pose right here. But that's too basic.
That's too basic.
That's 2010.
Yeah. And we do have a picture of Trip on top of the bee.
Sure, we'll insert that in.
We can insert that and show you, but we're not going to do that today. That's too much.
We're sore from the mini
degree of difficulty. We don't want to go there. But I think just straight on this guy is probably the most obvious and probably the best looking one, because there's some symmetry involved here with the mall and the way it was laid out, and so I think it looks good dead on.
Okay.
And so I think you shoot it at a height. I think
you want to get the observatory and the U
if you can. Now Trip's low to the ground.
Right.
So
we're not going to get it that way.
Yeah.
But it's looking good. It's looking green. You put him in the lower right, and you take it and there.
Okay, our next location is simply due south of the BU sculpture on the campus mall, right at the intersection of Clarendon and Hampton. It's the Butler University signage that greets you as you come up north on Clarendon and arrive on campus. A pretty iconic site when you're headed that direction, and certainly iconic on Instagram. So this was pretty simple. Again, like the BU sculpture, you can pose on top of it, and we've done that with the dog. We could probably insert one of those photos right here. But today, for this video, we're going to pose them right out front.
Right.
Again, we're shooting with the dog, so most of the time when we shoot with the dog, we get low. And pro tip, if you ever get an Instagram photo with the dog, have your photographer get low. The lower you are and the lower the camera is, the better Trip will look. Because that's where he is. But also, this monument, this signage is low. So, it makes a lot of sense to get low. So we're going to pose them up right about here. I like them in between the Butler and University so you can see both. Stay. Get the camera out. Stay. 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 Good boy.
All right, so we are headed to our next location.
Oh.
We haven't really thought. We're kind of planners. It's graduation week at Butler here, and so things are moving, and so people are moving out. And so it's taken us about 25-30 minutes to shoot these first two clips because people are coming to take pictures with Trip, which is great.
It's awesome.
But
a lot of people are getting their own Instagram photos with Trip at these locations, which is cool.
Which is cool.
So maybe we'll see some of those on Instagram.
And now where we arrived to.
Our next stop is maybe the most iconic spot on the list. Our top 10 most obvious Instagram-worthy spots on the beautiful campus of Butler University. And it would be the stone bulldog that sits at the south end of Atherton Student Union. Gift to the class of 1996. And I'd say since 1996, people have been posing with or on top of this thing. This guy has been painted. He's been chalked he's been posed on. He's been posed under. I think there's a cute pic or two of Butler Blue III underneath as a puppy, if you can believe that. We couldn't wedge him under there anymore. But really cool. One thing that people don't know about this, two things actually. This sculpture was sculpted by an artist in Ohio. He also sculpted the Bulldog Memorial statue, which we will get to later in this video. And the other cool thing he did, which can barely be seen anymore, is he made paw prints in the cement from the doors leading up to the statue.
Whoa.
And you can barely see them, but they are still there. Most people don't realize this. But they're here, 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 and they led from the building to the sculpture, but most people don't realize that because you can barely see them. The Indiana weather has weathered them down. But here we are nonetheless, and since Trip is no longer a puppy, we can't pose him underneath, and we're not, you know, daredevils, so we're not going to pose him on top. So we're going to pose him down front and then take an angle where you're looking, probably an upshot looking at both dogs' jowls to make a really cool,
And you got to get in the mulch for this one.
You got to get into the oriental grass there, the tall grass and the mulch to make this one work.
When you're taking this photo, it's best to kind of frame it. We're talking about symmetry. You have your rule of thirds.
Whoa.
Trip's eating grass.
I didn't give the key command, stay.
You want to put them right dead center. You want the Atherton Union arch, the Bulldog, and your, if you're posing with two people, I would say put one on each side of the Bulldog, or if you're a singular person, on one of you on one side. But we're dealing with a Bulldog here. So we'll put him here.
Not bad.
And it'll be beautiful.
Not bad. Yeah, the windows give some nice symmetry. That's a cool shot.
Hey, it's me again. We have gone a little bit north here of campus to get your bearings. If you turn around, behind you is the historic Hinkle Fieldhouse to get your bearings there. And we are in Scotty's here. To show you kind of a newer, we've shown you some pretty old statues, some 90s and some before that. But we are here at the wall of Scotty. So right behind this wall is the patio, if you would eat outside. And so with this sign, this is one of the first, if not the first, applications of when we redid our branding just a few years ago. Sharp. And another fun tidbit about this is this wall, you see how there's 3 levels. It used to be about a third higher. And when they were building it, they realized those people who were visiting Scotty's and eating on the patio couldn't see Hinkle Fieldhouse. And why else would you come to Butler except to see Hinkle Fieldhouse while eating at Scotty's, right? So this is a new one. We've been seeing this one a lot with people who are coming on their first tours and they're getting the picture taken. This is an easy one. You put your dog, or you stand right next to the Butler sign, you take a picture. So let's just do it.
So I'm going to get back a little bit here for perspective. Frame this up. That's a beautiful dog next to a beautiful Butler University branded wall.
That looks good.
That does look good. I'm going to get over your shoulder and watch this shot being taken.
Oh, it's beautiful. Trippy, look at me, baby.
Hey, Trip, what are you looking at?
Hey, Trip.
He's giving you the look. There he is. Okay, we keep making our way north on Butler's campus, and we're approaching Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is actually our next portrait backdrop on our most obvious Instagram spots on Butler's campus. Hinkle Fieldhouse is iconic, not just for Butler, but for the city of Indianapolis and certainly the state of Indiana, and for basketball enthusiasts around the world. And so framing up this behemoth can be a little tricky, but we think we've cracked the code. We think we found the spot, and that's over in this southwest quadrant of the Hinkle Fieldhouse area. And really this is next, so this is really at the intersection of 49th Street and Sunset Avenue, and then right out in front of the HRC, and directly next to the rain garden here. So we feel like anywhere in this section is good depending on what angle you're using. But again, we're with the doggo, so we've got to get low, we've got to for some perspective with him in the foreground and our subject matter in the background, which happens to be Hinkle. But we've done this shot multiple times, and like I said, we like to think we've got it figured out. I'm gonna see if I can get him standing for this shot.
Ooh, change it.
Yeah, make him look tough in front of sort of his doghouse back here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna keep him on the curb.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him look pretty. And then I'm just gonna kind of come back here. Oh yeah, that's a tough shot there. Okay, next stop on the east side of Hinkle Fieldhouse, in between Hinkle and the Butler Bull, or the Selleck Bull now, excuse me, is the Bulldog Memorial. So we started our formal live mascot program in the year 2000, and we didn't quite have it all figured out at that point. And I kept telling people, like, these dogs are gonna not live forever, and we're gonna need a place to put them.
Sorry, Trip.
And thanks to the class of 2013, who helped raise a lot of funds, we were able to construct a Bulldog Memorial. And it's cool. It's got a lot of different elements going on. Of course, the dog house that you see here, and this, I wish I could tell you this brick is Hinkle Fieldhouse brick, but it's not. It's Apartment Village and Selleck Bull brick. So it was brick that was used in construction of those facilities to make up this dog house. And it's not just a sort of a decorative dog house. There is a purpose to it. And of course it is dedicated to our Bulldog mascots, as the plaque says. And then as each of our mascots go on and pass, we memorialize them here with their own plaque in bronze with their likeness. And if you move your way around to the back, there's actually niches back here, which is where the dog's remains are stored. So Butler Blue the First and Butler Blue the Second's remains are in a niche here behind the doghouse memorial. And as we make our way to the front, I think one of the coolest aspects is the Bulldog sculpture, which is in the likeness of Butler Blue II. And as we mentioned earlier in the video, this bronze sculpture was done by the same artist who did the stone Bulldog sculpture at the south end of Atherton Student Union. Pretty cool, but yeah, this is after Blue II's likeness, so it's got the jersey on, it's got the collar. This is certainly Blue II's face here. Really cool piece. It's sturdy. I got to actually help mold some of the clay that went into making this bronze sculpture. It is sturdy. I see a lot of little kids getting on top of this. It's quite all right. I mean, that's sort of why we made it low to the ground and accessible. Just like our Bulldog mascot is accessible, we want this sculpture to be the same way. And so we're glad that people can come and enjoy it and sort of remember our mascots. So a lot of dogs are scared of this. So good luck getting your dog's photo next to it.
But we've seen them.
We've seen it.
And one thing that always warms my heart is sometimes what people will just...
They'll leave a bone, or a flower, or a card. Something to remember our guys by, and we really appreciate that. Yeah, that is really cool. But today we're just going to get a cool photo. So I like to frame up the dog with our dog, and of course the dog.
And you know
house.
what that reminds me of?
What?
That 1.5 years when Blue 2 and Trip were together. It makes me happy. These pictures, some people may think it's dark, but no, this is a celebration of all of the doggos.
And I will say, petting this is good luck. I pet it every time I walk by it. It's Blue II, man. Petting these dogs is good luck. So if you're on your way to a final or a class or something, and you're a student, swing by, man. Get yourself a little love here, I'm telling you. Okay, here we go.
And it is not to scale, obviously, because Trip is a little bit bigger than Blue 2 was.
It's like a 1.5 size, or 2 times the size of a actual bulldog. Oh yeah. Tough shot. Let's pose him up one more time. I keep forgetting to tell you to stay. I know you know how. I just keep...
Well, he's not going to do it unless you tell him.
Stay.
There you go, Trip.
There you go. You're looking good, pal. Get the peak of the bulldog doghouse there. Trip, look at me. Yeah, good boy. We are in the Selleck Bowl now. We just keep working our way north. And we've got the beautiful press box behind us. I mean, we're at Centerfield.
Look at this.
Look at this, 50-yard line. Got the Bulldog logo emblazoned here in the middle. It's so cool. But I think it's sort of an iconic shot to just plop yourself on the 50 and get the cool press box.
Yep.
You can even take a slightly different angle and get the press box and the Hinkle Fieldhouse arch in your photo. We've done that before too.
Yep.
So yeah, I think
we do 2 pictures, 2 bonus pictures.
You think so?
We do this picture
Dead
here,
on.
and then we'll put Trip right in the teeth there.
Maybe even 3. We might even get one where we get Hinkle and the deal. I think this,
let's just rapid fire real quick.
Iconic photos here. So let's do this one here first.
So you could lay down on this, you could sit down.
This one's tough because it's hard to get enough perspective to be up on top and be like, you almost need a drone for this one. But it's still kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because you can work in the eyeballs and the teeth, and I mean, you get what you're looking at.
All right, then we just turn them around.
And then, yep, it's basically just about face, plop them down. Our guy, he's getting short of breath. We're wearing him out today. Don't worry, people. We're giving him drinks between every shot.
He's had about a gallon so far.
And this is good exercise for him, so don't feel bad for him. So yeah, I'm just framing him up here. Got the 2 lights, got the press box. He's looking tough. He's actually looking worn out.
And then you don't actually even need to move now, except he got up.
He did get up. Didn't you hear Evan Trip? You don't need to move. So we're gonna sit him down one more time. So you know, when I'm shooting dead on, the press box, I'm kind of here, and then boom, I just take a few steps over. And if I gotta scoot back just a little, but I can get sort of both.
And it's sharp.
It's cool.
I love it. Hello, welcome to Holcombe Gardens. Trip's gonna eat some more grass. If you remember from our last video, which we'll link up in the corner right now, we took a stroll down here. A lot of people don't know that this place even exists down here. So we're kind of in the woods, but we are on the back side of the lake here. And we are headed up to the Carillon steps for our next picture. I know Trip does sound like he's hot, he is. But don't worry, this is about a 5 out of 10.
We've been giving him water. He's okay.
We've had a lot of water.
It's not that hot out.
It's actually a beautiful day.
Yeah, like 75 degrees.
Bulldog.
It's like perfect.
So welcome to the back side of the lake.
The lake of Lake Road.
The namesake lake of Lake Road. If you see there's some giant fish, I don't know if you'll be able to see them.
I'll try to capture
giant,
that.
They're the size of Trip. Like, we're not exaggerating. Look at that duck.
Great, serene place to come hang out in the middle of Butler's campus.
So
Amazing.
This is a very popular location for high school senior photos, Butler senior photos, because I mean, look at this. All about the symmetry of it. It looks gorgeous.
Carillon.
And it works really well with Trip, because we'll post him right at the foot of these stairs, looking up and looking right up to the Carillon.
And you can also, I mean, you can go to the top of the stairs.
Right. Let's not with that.
And post a picture that looks out this way, looking down on the lake and the fountain, equally as beautiful. And then if you go straight ahead there, straight south, and go up there where that guy's about to walk, up that walkway, that ramp, that's a cool picture back down this way as well. So almost any angle from around this looks cool, and you can get a nice photo. So highly recommend the spot. Evan, I see some of these fish. I'm going to try to get them on for you to show our viewers.
That orange one there, like they're the size of
these aren't your state fair goldfish that you win for throwing a ping pong ball in a fish bowl. Yeah, I'm getting them on there. Big time.
All right, let's get this picture.
All right, let's get this. Yeah, let's get this photo.
Okay.
As Evan said, he's going to go for the base of the stairs shot. I think looking up at the stairs and the Carillon tower, the bell tower there. We'll see how he frames this one up. Again, other great photo opportunities at the top of the stairs, looking back down on the stairs and the fountain. But Evan's getting low. He's getting super low. He's getting lower than low. I think he's going to work in the dog and that bell tower.
That's it. Yep. Oh, it's beautiful, people.
Got it. Okay, we are in the thick of Holcombe Gardens here by the Central Canal. We have an iconic bridge that goes over the canal. Now, most people will come down here and get an Instagram photo on the bridge, and that's smart. That's what you should do. But our dog is practically...
You won't be able to see him through those railings.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see him if we put him on the bridge and took a photo. So most people, like I said, get on the bridge and then they shoot a photo going either direction. Doesn't matter. You get the canal, you get the colors. It's great. But we've had success actually posing Trip in the foreground with the bridge in the background, and it still looks pretty cool. The grass isn't really well manicured today. There's some goose feathers to contend with, but I still think we can frame this up and make it look kind of cool. So we're gonna give it a shot, and then we'll post it on the Instagram. So here we go.
You said give it a shot, and we're taking. Yeah.
I did. Pun intended. So I'm thinking maybe on the rise here.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't want to go for a swim.
If he does, you're going after him.
Right here.
Trip, don't forget to stay.
Yeah, you're going to need to really stay on this one. So, you know, we'll just close this up. So, oh yeah. Look at that nice lady in the background too. She's on the bridge. But it's cool. It's serene. You get the green. You get the Willy Wonka's chocolate river. You get the bridge. It's a nice spring photo. Got it.
And with that, we have one left.
One more spot.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, friends. We're back at it. It's a little darker now. Full disclosure, we took the dog in to get a little break, got him some water, stuck him in front of a fan for about an hour. He's feeling good. So we're here at our last location, the beautiful Holcomb Observatory. It's kind of a 2-for-1 because we have that awesome BU, like, what is that, a grass statue?
I don't know what you call that.
Awesome. It's like Kings Island over here. So it's perfect. So we're gonna get this last shot done. Another one, we could do it straight up and down, but then it looks a little weird. So we're gonna go off to the side here. And this is a classic.
I mean, yeah, there's even a nice, like, sort of hump over there that you can sort of pose on and get the observatory.
With the dog, but this whole video, he's just been eating salad the whole time.
Yeah, we would pose him on the hill, but we'd probably just eat grass if we did that. So
he looks great.
He does. He looks really good.
Sometimes you gotta clean his eyes off.
One more photo. Stay. Stay right there. Magic word.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh yeah. Good boys. Look over here. Trippy, you want to go get? Yeah.
There he is.
Perfect. Good work, Trip. And just like that, guys.
That's how you do it.
That is your top 10 Instagram challenge basic awesomeness.
The most obvious Instagram photo spots on campus. Now we're gonna get to some other Instagram spots on campus, some interior ones,
right?
Some more exterior ones, but we just want to do the obvious ones to get started.
Easy one. We're gonna make a whole playlist of these.
And we'll just build from there.
Absolutely, that's easy.
So, yeah.
So we hope you liked it. As always, be sure to follow Trip on Facebook, Twitter, and most importantly today, Instagram at Butler Blue the Third.
Yep.
Butler Blue the Third. Follow him. Subscribe, like this video.
Post your own Instagram photos.
Hashtag BEautiful, so BEautiful. I'll put that down on the bottom.
And you can even tag Trip.
Yep.
We'd love to see him.
We'll repost him, as always. Other than that, comment below any other videos you'd like to see. And as always, go Dogs!
Go Dogs!